that HD vibration tastes so good! Okay, I'm sorry, that was fucking cringy as fuck, but anyways, welcome back onto the Stupid Console Gamer channel, and for today we're gonna be talking about the Nintendo Switch presentation, which, my god, was that fucking cringy. I mean, come on, I can't be the only one that thought that whole presentation was cringy. Any of you guys felt bad for the translator, for that Suda51 guy? I mean, come on, like, if you guys don't believe me, look at the footage. It's there.
And so, we will have a game that will have a fusion of death matches and strong styling, sort of heavily involved, heavily influenced by pro wrestling. And I'd love to see Travis running around in a game for Nintendo Switch. Thank you very much for your time today. It was Grasshopper Suda 51 signing.
There's literally lots of things to actually discuss in this video. I'm not even kidding. I actually wrote fucking notes because Nintendo was announcing things left from right. It was insane. But anyways, let's get started. So Nintendo finally announced the price and the release date for the console, and it's gonna come out March 3rd, 2017, and the price is $300. Which in my opinion, it's not really good, but it's not bad either. It's definitely in competition with the Xbox One and PS4's prices. I mean, I'll be honest, I thought it was gonna come out in July or November during the holiday season when it's all crazy. But March 3rd, wow, that's really fucking soon. That's like a month and a half away. I don't know my timing. I'm really fucked up with all that. And Nintendo also announced that there is no region locking on the Nintendo Switch. Thank fucking God. In the past, if you wanted to play, let's say, Wind Waker, if you wanted to import Wind Waker from Japan, you would have to literally buy a whole new console, a Japanese console. Now Nintendo took the 180 and they realized their mistake of making all their consoles region locked, and they finally decided not to region lock the Nintendo Switch. I mean, come on, let's all like give them an applause. Like, yeah, come on. Yeah, good job, Nintendo. And alongside with region locking gone, Nintendo also announced that they're going to have an online subscription when the Switch launches, which, in my opinion, I think it's really good. It's going to be free for at least like half the year, and then in the few months at the end of the year, it's going to be a paid subscription. So, I mean, they're going down that route. You might as well go with Steam if you guys want free shit. And then they announced the battery life, which is shit to say the least. The battery life on the Switch is going to be 2.5 to... Hold on, I gotta look this shit up. 6 hours! The battery life is gonna be 2.5 hours to 6 hours, and for a demanding game like, let's say Breath of the Wild, it's gonna be 3 hours tops. Like, damn, the battery life on the Switch is comparable to the 3DS's. Fucking awful. If I'm gonna pay $300, why not just make the battery 8 or 12 hours at least? Come on! Going off on a tangent, Nintendo also announced that you can link up with 8 Switches. Like, your friends can bring their Switches and their friends can bring their Switches, which I think is fucking amazing, but it's also a really super huge gamble, because if this does not kick off, they're gonna take a long time to recover from this. I mean, their stocks are gonna be like... their stocks are gonna crash if the Switch fails. And on the Joy-Con controllers too, I think there's this little square button on the left side of the Joy-Con controller. I don't know, you guys can correct me, but there is a screenshot capture and video capture button on the Joy-Con controllers, which is nothing really amazing because Steam's got it, PlayStation's got it, Xbox got it, but for Nintendo, this is fucking huge. I mean, now Nintendo players can share whatever content they have out into the open world of social media. This is a very much needed feature for Nintendo because if they haven't noticed, technology has evolved very much since the 80s and the 90s, and Nintendo is very much stuck in the 80s and the 90s. And speaking of the Joy-Con controllers, fucking Joy-Con controller! I swear to God, they spent like 5 or 10 minutes explaining the controller. I mean, Nintendo, why can't you guys just have a simple controller that explains itself? Literally, for 10 minutes they were talking about the controller and what it does. It was fucking annoying. Why can't you guys just talk about the games and the hardware? And have you guys also noticed that they didn't talk anything about what the system specs were for the Switch? I mean, look at what happened with the Wii U because they didn't do it. Well, it looks like nobody learned their lesson at Nintendo. Now the Switch is probably gonna fail. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know if the Switch is gonna fail. Only time will tell if the Switch will fail, but look at the lineup, man. That's not good. That's not good at all. Even with so much emphasis on the Joy-Con controllers, there are 2 games that will utilize the full potential of the Joy-Con controllers, which is 1-2 Switch and ARMS. In my honest opinion, both those games look like they belong on the Nintendo Switch demo disc. Or, I'm sorry, not demo disc. Demo cartridge. Even with those catastrophes of games that Nintendo announced, Nintendo surprised every one of the audience members with Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2! Am I doing it?
Yo, Pink Omega. 1 bad chef in a kitchen full of dough. 3 bad bitches with their hands on a stove. Making home movies with a hand full of stoves. I'm cooking all the dumplings. I'm cooking all the dumplings.
Yeah, that was pretty much the entire presentation of Splatoon 2. That's all you really need to know. With all the cringy shit aside from the presentation, the saving grace of this whole entire presentation, in my honest opinion, was Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, did you guys fucking see the trailer? That shit was awesome. He was in New York, and then the next minute he's in the Mushroom Kingdom. Like, holy fucking shit, dude, that's insane. And that this was a launch title for the Nintendo Switch, damn, this console would have sold so many units, and so many copies of the game would have been sold too because of that. And unfortunately, it's not a launch title, so we're gonna have to wait until holiday of 2017. Well, you can't have everything in the world, right? And after Super Mario Odyssey's presentation, this is actually where things get interesting for the Nintendo Switch's lineup. A whole bunch of fucking RPG games were announced, like Xenoblade 2, Atlus's Shin Megami Tensei game, Square Enix's RPG game, and also a Fire Emblem game. Now that's a whole lot of RPGs that go through. The whole lineup for the RPG games coming over to the Switch is great. The quality and the shine that the Switch definitely needs against the competition. With an assload of games coming over to the Nintendo Switch, there was one game on everybody's mind, whether it was going to come over to the Switch or not. And that was confirmed at Nintendo Switch's presentation, that Skyrim will be coming onto the Nintendo Switch. I mean, think about it, taking Skyrim with you on the go, that's amazing. You can't even do that with your PS4 or Xbox One, or even your... Well, actually, yeah, you can with the PC. But yeah, that's really great. I think that was a great announcement from Bethesda. And Nintendo also announced that there will be 2 console variations of the Nintendo Switch. One will be the neon red and blue colored kind of console configuration that you can buy on launch day, and then there's the blackish gray kind of setup that you can buy too. It's one way or the other. You can buy a colorful console, and you can either just buy a regular bland looking console. All for $300, which I think is really good. And then at the end of the whole presentation, what really blew everyone by storm, even the chat, Breath of the Wild. And the whole trailer that they were showing, which looked fucking breathtaking, I'll be honest, that shit looked amazing. The graphic, the textures and everything, fucking amazing for a Nintendo game. And at the end of the trailer, chat went crazy when the date showed up. March 3rd, 2017. The launch day of the Nintendo Switch. Zelda Breath of the Wild finally going to be released on launch day. Yeah, come on, let's go, come on. Good job, Nintendo. You're finally going to release Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on March 3rd, 2017. Mark that shit up on your calendars, guys, because March 3rd is going to be a lit day for everybody. And yeah, that was pretty much the entire presentation of what happened. I guess some of my overall opinions about the presentation was that it was good. Well, okay, that was a lie. It was okay. It was very cringy, and it pissed me off at some levels, especially with the Joy-Con controllers and the emphasis on them. Not one bit had they shown specs of what the hardware contains. This is a huge presentation for you guys. This was for you guys to shine and for you guys to show off your tech specs. So why not do that? That pissed me off, and ARMS and 1-2 Switch, those stupid shit games that I didn't like. But other than that, it was an okay presentation. They got to the point of what they were going to show off and what the Switch was and when it was going to release and what the price point was, so that's good. Well, that's pretty much my video for today, and I want to thank you guys for watching my video and hearing my opinions of what I thought about the Nintendo Switch. Now I want to hear what you guys have to say about the Nintendo Switch. What did you guys think of it? What more did you want? What less did you want, actually? I want to hear your opinions on the comment section down below. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stupid Console Gamer out.